same speech, the speech number 3, getting to the point that Sue just did. The same chapter, but a different topic. So you know the objectives already, you probably remember what you said. Select a speech topic and determine its general and specific purposes, organise the speech, ensure the beginning, body and conclusion reinforce the purposes, project sincerity and conviction, and strive not to use notes. It's 5 to 7 minutes long. And Vanessa is speaking on how to make lemon sorbet. And she's been a member only a short time, and she's given 2 speeches already, which are on YouTube, so you can check it out on YouTube. And she is a dancer, and you can actually see her dancing, beautiful dancing, on YouTube. And she's going to be starting a business very soon called the Sensual Fix.
No, sensual fit.
Fit. Fit, not fix.
It's fit.
Oh, so you're going to fix people.
I am going to fix their sensuality. Yes.
Oh, okay. Sensual fit. So at the moment she's pet sitting and house sitting and delving into Facebook and other stuff. So with a speech entitled How to Make a Lemon Sorbet, here is Vanessa.
Mr. Toastmaster and members, there's no guests, so unfortunately I can't say that. So my topic is how to make lemon sorbet. This is not about baking. It's basically taking the same, life gives you lemons, and you basically make lemonade. Unfortunately, I don't really like lemonade, which is actually called lemon squash here in Australia, because that's actually based on an American saying. Lemonade in America is lemon squash for us, which is so low to us, and I'm not a fan. So instead of making lemonade, I go, life gives you lemons, let's make some lemon sorbet with it. I love it, especially on a nice summer's day, it's beautiful. So what has this got to do with anything? Well, my birthday is actually technically tomorrow. And so happy birthday to me, yes. And I'm going to actually take you back to an example of me doing this for my 30th birthday. Back on my 30th birthday, I had planned this for years. I've planned it since my early 20s, what I was actually going to do for my 30th birthday. The big plan was I was going to skydive out of a plane. That was the big plan. But the other things around it ended up being that I was going to tour the South Island, you wonder what. South Island of New Zealand, hire out a wicked campervan. I don't know if you guys have seen the wicked campervans. There's a reason why I wanted to, because I just was curious which one they'd give me. What the hell I was going to get given for the artwork. And I was just going to cruise around the South Island for a week for my 30th birthday, incorporating a bit of bungee jumping and skydiving, because that's where it happens. It doesn't happen on the North Island, sorry to say. Alright, so the plan was done. My parents had even bought me tickets as part of this to say happy birthday to go to New Zealand. So everything was planned, except there was one little technicality. My passport had expired, so I had to get a new passport. This would be no big deal, but I had even paid the extra money to get it expedited. Now, if anyone has dealt with passports and getting them expedited, it's not cheap to do. So I spent the extra money to do this to get it, because I needed it and I wanted it now, because man, I needed to get to New Zealand, because this was going to happen, because I was so looking forward to it. It's already paid all this money. Yes, so the lemon, my passport arrived 2 days after I was meant to leave. 2 days after. So my parents paid for a ticket that went poof, because of course you can't get the money back from the ticket. The wicked campervan deposit, poof. That wasn't cheap either, because I was going to hire it for a whole week. So big ass lemon. My whole plan, I had been planning this and looking forward to this for so long. what was I going to do? It's my 30th. It's my 30th. And for us women, 30 is a big number. And I wanted to do something. How was I going to get my dream of skydiving? What was I going to do? Byron Bay. Byron Bay skydive. So I made my lemon sorbet out of the lemons and booked myself in to go down to Byron Bay and do the Byron Bay skydive. And to this day, I don't regret that. I loved it. There is nothing, I'm sorry to say, those of you who have fear of heights, I'm sorry to say, do it. Skydiving, there is nothing, I can't describe what it's like. And I'm so glad I did it because I had fulfilled the promise I'd made myself way back in my early 20s, regardless of what happened to myself. Yeah, fine, I didn't do it in New Zealand, but what's going to stop me from doing it this year, next year, and the year after? Doesn't have to, at least I've done it. And the other big thing that I wanted to do, the other reason why I wanted to do the skydive is because all through my adult entertainment career, all the travelling I had done with the plane flights and everything like this, I would always choose the window seat in the airplane, and we'd go through the clouds. And I always wondered when we were going through the clouds, what did that feel like? Like, without being a plane there, physically, what did it feel like to go through a cloud? I got that. When I skydived, where there was a couple of clouds, so after the free fall, which I did the 80,000 foot, I didn't play halves here, I went right up. So after the free fall, which you do for a good minute, and there's literally nothing stopping you and your gravity's just pulling you, it freaks you to, out. It will censor that. The parachute came open, we just gradually came down. One, it is the most silent place on earth. There's nowhere else like it. Two, we went and managed to get through those clouds. There's 2 clouds, and I can't describe it. I could say it's like a mist of fresh air on your face or something like this, and how lovely it was. But that actually doesn't actually describe it. You actually kind of have to do it to be able to understand it. And of course, landed on the ground, and for the rest of the day couldn't actually, if you do this to your ears, that was me for the rest of the day because my ears never popped once I reached the ground. I couldn't actually hear anything for most of the day. But regardless, I was on a big high. As you can tell, I still am every time I relive this moment. And basically that is my example of making lemon sorbet out of lemons. And there's a big example of, to everyone, life does that to you. You can look forward to these big trips and spend so much money and all this and stuff and go, you could cry, and yes I did, and throw easy feet, yes I did. But you know what, gave myself a kick, got up, made my lemon sorbet and went, you know what, I'm still going to skydive, Byron Bay skydive, done it. So next time life gives you lemons, you don't have to make lemonade if you don't really like it, you can make some lemon sorbet. Thank you.